Morning, YouTubies. How's it going? Sorry if I look like a hot mess. I feel like a hot mess. Anthony's supposed to come over for dialysis this morning. We always have alarms set for 8:35. My alarm didn't go off. Like a ding dong. I accidentally shut the alarm off when I guess I accidentally deleted it the other day because I had a whole bunch of, a whole string of alarms because of, everything that's been going on, alarms for different things. So I was trying to clean out the list of alarms, and I guess I accidentally deleted the alarm for getting up for coming to dialysis. Like, oops. So we woke up late. Woke up at 9. It's not too late, but still, it's trying to rush around and get ready and everything. Like, ugh. So, well, Anthony got out the door before I did. I was still in the bedroom trying to get my purse and my bag and all that, which I forgot my snacks today. I was going to have a snack and I forgot it. Now I'm hungry. But so I was still in the room taking care of all that. He had already gone out to the car to start the car and everything, and caught Dad red-handed trying to get into the neighbor's house with gloves on. He had some leather gloves that he was trying to wear, I guess, so it would be no fingerprints. The neighbor had moved yesterday, and they haven't got everything out yet. So I guess Dad was going to try to go in and see what he could find for himself, and some snag this or that they wouldn't recognize, as being gone for a while. He's done that many times to other people too. I don't know if he tried to get into their travel trailer as well, but Anthony actually caught him red-handed trying to get into the actual house. So, okay. Dad has actually done that before with other people and actually brought stuff home into the house. I have no idea whose house he got the stuff from to be able to tell the person. But yeah, Dad brought some of their belongings into our home. It was like, look what I found. Yeah. Man, makes me want to puke. We had him and I, after Mom's memorial service, we had a big blowout the other day. And him and I got into it big time. And because I wasn't happy with him, all of his actions. So I let him know about it. I tried to let him know before, but it's like, he didn't get the hint. Like, ugh. So we got into it. We had a huge fight. I called him out on how the service was all about him. Of course, he didn't know what to say about any of that. Couldn't answer anything. But all he would say is like, I tried to do things right. I tried. Doing the fake tears, the crocodile tears. What else I was there? Oh, the day after Mom's memorial, I actually went. I didn't accidentally. I actually went out to the kitchen to start getting things ready to cook for dinner. Get some little prep work done. And I overheard him talking to a real estate lady about wondering if he needed to patch the roof before selling it. He hadn't talked to us about selling it at all. I mean, the day after Mom died, we very briefly, for maybe like 2 to 5 minutes, talked about wondering if maybe eventually we might need to all move into an apartment, or him move into a assisted living, and us into an apartment or something, but that's all we had said about it. It was like a 2 to 5 minute conversation. Nothing more since then. So I called him out on that because I was under the way he was talking. I was under the impression that he was going to be moving, selling the house and moving by himself, and Anthony and I and the cats would just be out homeless. That's the way he was making it sound. So I called him out on it. I still don't trust him. But so I called him out on it. He's like, "Oh, I wasn't meaning that. No, I love you too much to do something like that. No." It's like, well, why couldn't you talk to me about things first? So we have a little discussion and then take things from there, in whatever direction we needed to take things in. Like, you couldn't come up with an answer. But, well, until today, I've been more okay with him than I am today. Today, I find out that he was trying to break into the neighbor's house. Really pisses me off. But since him and I had the blowout, I have been a little softer hearted to him. I'm trying. It's hard. When you live with a narcissist, it is hard to deal with. As many of you know, I'm sure. But I still don't like him. How do I want to say it? I try to love him as much as I can because he's my dad. But what I don't love is his actions. I've learned that there's differences. I love him because he's my dad, because he's family. At least I try to. But I definitely do not love his actions that he does. I mean, he does, well, like they're trying to break into people's houses. They're trying to snoop through my room many times since we've lived there in the last 8 years, and yelling at Mom all the time, getting her blood pressure raised up and everything else. So, actions like that, I don't love. But as hard as it is still trying to live with him, I'm trying to soften my heart a little bit and look past some things. Because I know a lot of ways. I'm not trying to make excuses for him. But I do know that a lot of the way he is because he's a product of his upbringing. He was severely abused as a child and in his late teens and all that. So I do know that he is a product of his upbringing. And I do know from what I've been reading that narcissists aren't born, they are made. So that too is why he's the way he is because of Grandpa, more likely. Maybe Grandpa or Grandma a little bit, I don't know. I haven't fully gotten where I can understand everything about narcissists because, oh my God, they just boggle my mind. But I'm learning to have a little more understanding that I don't want it to sound like an excuse. Try to have a little more understanding that not everything is his fault. He's had the opportunities to change his ways, but of course, a lot of things he didn't have the knowledge that a lot of us have nowadays. So, it's kind of oh, it's a little armadillo. I thought it was a possum at first. I like possums better than armadillos. Armadillos are like, eh. But he's so cute when he's waddling when he walks. That little butt just waddling. Anyway. Squirrel! I got distracted there. But, and I too am a product of my own raising because of the things I've dealt with him. Call me names and call me fatty and dum-dum and dummy and all kinds of stuff when I was a kid, and yelling at me all the time or things. So a lot of things that he's done have impacted my life. So, but I haven't got very far on it because I got to figure out how to connect my domain to my blog. But I have actually started a blog, and I'm going to start journaling my thoughts and feelings about about everything, so I can work even more on my healing process. So I got a lot to write about. But I don't know what the future is going to be with this man. But I'm just trying to navigate my ship through the troubled waters best I can. It's the only thing I can do. Hitting a lot of rocks. But man, I miss Mom. I don't know how she put up with this butthole. I mean, I had a hard enough time with him as a kid. He doesn't mess with me now. Sorry, my mouth is dry and I was like, I can't talk hardly. It's like I got a lisp. But he doesn't mess with me ever since we've moved in with my folks. I yell back and I put him in his place because I won't put up with his crap. So he doesn't know what to think of me. So when I was a kid, he'd always yell and try to intimidate me and everything. Ain't working now. So it's like boggled his mind. So, but yeah, while we're there, I'm just trying to, I would love to move in a heartbeat, but at least I would tell him about it and, have a discussion with him beforehand, not so much out of respect for him, but respect for him being a human being. Does that make sense? Not respect for him as my dad or him being a narcissist, but him being a human being. He deserved to at least know if we was moving. But we're kind of stuck where we're at right now because there's no apartments available. There's like a long wait list. Same with any of the trailers and houses, seems like. But, oh, and I forgot to mention that after he got done talking to the real estate lady, and then I had my little bit with him, we got things worked out, and he's planning on not moving now. He wanted to, I guess, supposedly, the main reason he wanted to move was because of all the leaves. Our house is kind of, the front side, there's only just a few trees, but the back side is like, we're almost like tucked back into the woods, so to speak. So there's like lots of leaves that come to our way when the wind blows certain directions. So from spring to fall, he is constantly out there blowing leaves. He used to rake them, but since he got a leaf blower, he blows them. And then probably about once a week or once a week or a couple times a week, he blows them to a big pile and burns them instead of leave them out in the yard to let nature take care of things. And they turn back to dirt and fertilize the yard. The yard needs some fertilizing, probably from the leaves. He doesn't do that. He just piles them to the big old pile and then burns them. And many times since we've lived there, Anthony and I both have mentioned and offered to get the riding mower out for him and us ride the riding mower and just mow over the leaves so he wouldn't have to blow them and burn them and have all that extra hard work from gathering them all up and everything. But like a ding dong, he doesn't listen. So So the other day, I actually finally got through to him that, hey, I or Anthony or both of us will take turns getting the ride mower out and mowing over them so you don't have all that work. I'm like, okay. I think maybe part of it, he doesn't want to give up the responsibility of blowing leaves because it gives him something to do, which I understand. I get that. I really do. But if he really wants to blow leaves, then he can blow the leaves like that get up next to the house where we can't get to it with the lawnmower or something like that. That way he can still have a little something to do. And I did find out the reason he had gathered everything up of Mom's and got rid of RA's, his way of processing things. And I even actually used AI to look information up on narcissists, and if they grieve and cry when a loved one dies, and it said yes, that they do, but they process things differently than a normal person. So because of, I'd have to read the actual, what all it said. I don't have the phone with me to do it right now. I'm getting hot in here. I don't have the keys out here right now with me to turn the window down. But, so because of all that, I'm able to actually understand him a little bit more. Still don't understand him. Still don't like him. But I can understand more. So I'm using that as also my healing process of the things I learn about him, both from him as well as from AI or Google or whatever the case may be, or even YouTube videos about narcissism and everything. Use that as my healing process and learn to understand him better. So, which I think is a good thing for me to do. It's hard to do though, because all I really want to do is just move. But that'd be kind of the running away thing. Which I'll admit, I want to run away. But at the same time, I think I need to stand my ground with him. Continue learning to speak my voice. And if I don't necessarily always need to have arguments with him, but still I need to learn to speak my voice, my mind with him. So, and other people too, but particularly with Dad. Oh my God, I can't talk. I think it's mostly because I'm getting really hot. So, anywho, I'm going to scoot. Hopefully I can slow down on talking about Dad and talk more about more positive things. I'm working on it. He's still a big part of my life right now. So I am trying to slow down and all things, but at least I want to let you guys know about trying to break into the neighbor's house. Like, oh my God. He has done stuff like that all the time. He's broken into other people's houses when they've moved, and you can tell they're coming back to get more stuff. He's tried to snoop in my room many times. He snooped and stole from my deceased cousin Tony. Stole a whole bunch of fishing gear, all kinds of stuff right after he died, before family even got, for Tony's mom and sisters even got a chance to look at any of Tony's stuff. He did the same thing with my grandmother when she was on her deathbed from her stroke. Started going through all of her things and getting rid of, throwing things away and everything before she was even dead. And I don't know who else stuff he did that with. I think his own mother even. When my grandmother was in the nursing home, she was still alive, and in hopes, she was in a rehab center in hopes to come home. So there was a chance of her coming home, but yet he was already going through all of her things and getting rid of them. So, anywho, just wish me luck with this man and give me any thoughts and prayers. Oh my God, I need them. So I don't lose my sanity. I have actually been going to therapy still. I have a new therapist. So that's been helping. I was going, I think, like once a month. I'm now going once a week. Possibly, if I need to, I could go, a couple times a week. But right now I'm trying to be strong and mostly take care of myself. I try not to rely just on the therapist, if that makes sense. I try to do a lot of research and soul seeking on my own. So, anywho, I'm going to scoot and catch you guys again later. Just please keep me in prayers. I need them. So, bye-bye. Oh, if you're new to our channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell. And I'll catch you guys again later. Bye-bye.